to what is up? What is up? They say I'm live. They say I'm live, folks, and I'm so excited because today is the day that we are going to be doing some curriculum redesign here. And you know what's awesome is uh, I'm going to use AI to do the vast majority of it. So, where should we begin, right? Let's go ahead and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and play with ChatGPT, and we'll turn this on. And over here, I got a whole bunch of stuff that I do. GPTs, let's click on that. We're going to create a GPT to get this started. So, what would we like to make? We are building a structure, process for architecting a college program curriculum. See what happens here. We'll be leveraging ChatGPT through some of this and creating our own GPT in order for this thing to work. Also be leveraging some existing documentation. We're also going to be, if we come over here, let's go ahead and look at my LinkedIn. I made a post the other day, and folks, if you're not following me on LinkedIn, you don't know what you're missing. I'm posting all the time on LinkedIn. Let's see. We have, like I said, I post all the time, and I'm reposting all the time. Here we go. Well, this will be the better document for this. Part 2, designing curriculum from scratch with AI. So this is a little bit disingenuous for what I'm doing because I'm using some existing curriculum. But we're going to start with the end in mind, define learning outcomes. We're going to have some blueprints and blocks and then some instructional alignment. So let's go ahead and first things first, to start with the end in mind. Stephen Covey, right? Begin with the end in mind. Let's go ahead and we will first, baby step back. What do you like to call things? Naming is hard. Curriculum architect. Sweet. Curriculum architect. College program curriculum architect. I like this, but can we come up with a catchier name? I don't know if we can or not. And what's going to happen here is I'm recording all of this, and I'm going to take this, and turn this into a book. So this is going to be something you'll all have available to. Academic, Path Builder, cool. Degree Forge, course map. What is? Hey Google, what does quizzed mean in Latin?
The English word quizzed likely comes from the Latin phrase "qui-es," which means "who are you?" This was often the first question in oral Latin exams.
Huh. So we're going to call it quizzed. We will call it quizzed with the subtitle College Program Curriculum Architect. And I love it because I don't have to spell, right? Like, this is so beautiful. And I could be using like Whisper or another tool to just talk to my computer here, but we're just going to go ahead and type for the most part. Actually, we could come over here, right, and do this. If we hide that, can we do this over here? I can dictate from here. Oh, that picture is horrible, but we'll keep it for now. Sweet. I love not having to type, just being able to talk, right? All right, so here's quizzed. So we're doing this GPT to actually create it. So what do we want to do here? Let's go ahead and I'm going to pull this over to my other screen so I can kind of reference that and see that. But here we go. We will want to use a stepwise approach for problem solving. 3 parts here, starting with the end in mind, where we will define the learning outcomes. Then we will align learning outcomes to assessments and activities. And then we will use GPTs to draft learning outcomes for the program, and then also the courses within the program. We won't go down into the modular level yet. We'll do that later on. But we'll also want to draw out some competency maps. Then we'll go into another subsection here of blueprints and blocks. We'll build course and module structures, drafting lesson templates, and the pacing. And we'll talk about co-writing content with AI. And then we'll work on instructional alignment, ensuring rigor, relevance, and flow, GPT prompts for Bloom's taxonomy, universal design for learning, and backward design. And then we'll do some peer review loops with AI as your second set of eyes. So that'll be kind of cool. And you may wonder, why am I using ChatGPT for this and not Claude or Perplexity or Copilot or Gemini? Simply because, like, when we look at the world of tech and how it evolves over time, we get tools like Google that have competitors, Yahoo Search, Bing, DuckDuckGo, Bravo, blah, 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 blah. But Google still has 90% of the market share. The vast majority of people are probably going to use, ChatGPT is the Google of AI. Vast majority of people are going to use this. So we're going to really lean into and leverage this. All right. Conversational. It should be conversational. I wonder if, is there a button to hold for that to make that work? That would make more sense, right? And there should also then, here, ChatGPT should be like a stop and submit. So the way that this thing works, and you can kind of see here over in the configure side, this is where rules come in, and this is how all of the things here end up being. These end up being the instructions for this GPT and how it's going to work. So it's kind of cool to look at that. All right. Well, let's talk through some of what we might use for this. Definitely backward design is a fundamental piece of the puzzle here. We also want to make sure we're including problem-based learning and experiential learning. We'll want to make sure that we include kind of Merrill's first principles in a lot of this. We'll also rely on like some other learning frameworks. I like that you brought up UDL, Universal Design for Learning, as well. And we'll keep those as the core. Sweet. And I know folks watching this that you probably don't care, but that's okay. Sweet. So Quiz now integrates backward design, PBL, experiential learning, Merrill's first principles, and UDL as core frameworks. Would you like Quiz to prioritize any of these over the others? No. All right, I think right now we're just going to try to test this, and then we'll go back and tweak. So no, we're going to test. So we are going to test now. All right. So here we go. Let's build program learning outcomes for a graphic design program that has a focus on design thinking. So design thinking for me, right, this is the foundational piece of the puzzle because it's a problem-solving methodology that allows us to communicate and get stuff done. Whether you're a graphic designer, whether you are an event planner, whether you are a computer programmer, all of these things. So, here we go. This is great. Thank you. So, since you're focused on graphic design, to blend creative, technical, cognitive skills for drafting. Okay, clarifying questions. I love this. This is a bachelor's program. The target learner is high school graduates. What kind of roles should they be ready for? User experience, user interface for sure, marketing, data visualizations as well, and any honestly design fields as freelancers, and then also agency work and entrepreneurship. This is working pretty well so far. Coming up with some program learning outcomes. This will be an important piece of the puzzle. Okay. See, I wish I could actually comment directly on some of this. That would be awesome if I could like highlight and like annotate and have conversations with specific parts of the document. That would be like the next level move here for ChatGPT. But so it's a bachelor's program targeting high school graduates. We're looking at user experience, marketing, data visualizations, freelancing, agency work, program emphasis, conceptual mastery, technical proficiency, professional readiness, portfolio, freelancing, teamwork. We want to make sure we have communication in here. So apply the principles of graphic design thinking to solve complex visual communication problems across diverse media and user contexts. I love that. Demonstrate proficiency in industry standard graphic design tools and technologies. I love that. Analyze and interpret client needs, user behavior, market data. I love that. Design compelling user interfaces and experiences that integrate accessibility, usability, and aesthetics. That's a beautiful thing. Create data visualizations that translate complex information in clear and get, yeah, I love this. Construct a professional portfolio that showcases conceptual strength, technical skill, and professional proficiency. Cool. Collaborate effectively in multiple disciplinary teams, applying project management, communicate. I love this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Love these. Love these. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. So where I was talking about what we'll do here is we'll take this and we're going to now we'll take this and we're going to go ahead and work over here, and we will do our Google Doc for curriculum program design document. Go ahead and just make that as a heading 1. It's a beautiful thing. And then if we why oh why this acts so weird. I don't know if it's the computer or what, but why is that not scrolling all the way up or down? Can I hide this stupid thing? Window, view. That's full screen. Yeah, why is it hiding that? It's so silly. And now, oh my goodness. I just want to name the freaking file. There we go. Now we can go big screen again. Holy smokes. Let's go ahead and take these program learning outcomes, and now we're going to create another document here. And some places call these things different, right? These are our program learning outcomes here, and we'll do something like that. We'll actually do Control-Shift-V. That'll be more better. Control-Shift-V or Command-Shift-V will actually take things out without, we'll paste things in without bringing over the formatting. There we go, there we go. Because what we're going to want to do is align our program learning outcomes to our course learning outcomes. And then our course learning outcomes to our module learning outcomes. So we'll come in here, and again, why, oh why, oh why. We always show full URLs, view. So dumb. Is that what it was? Was it that stupid thing there? Yeah, that stupid little prompt box was doing all that. So learning outcomes map. We should probably put graphic design in there, but that's okay for right now. Let's go ahead and format text And let's actually wrap that. Boom, there we go. Okay, so here are our program learning outcomes. That's sweet. And then we will tie in our course learning outcomes at some point. I love this. All right. So let's go back over here. We have some college courses. We have a list of existing courses and a few ideas for new ones. I'd like to load those and then one by one create course learning outcomes that align to the program outcomes. All right, so now I'm going to hop over here into this screen that you all can't see. That's fine because you don't need to see any of that stuff. Let's see. What are we going to do here? We're going to say, what are my courses? How do I find that? Programs sheet. I don't know. Yeah, plan of study, graphic design. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and list of courses. You take these two, put those in there. Then we'll take. Oh, I can actually do this. I'm doing a command shift over here, so. These are all of the graphic design courses that are coming in. Oops. This could be weird, but we'll see. It could be fun too. Nope, that's not fun. We'll do it like this. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Go. Suppose I could actually just throw this in and have it pull out just the DSGN and other courses, but whatever. There we go. Can't believe I don't have a. Well, I suppose I could pull from. No, this wouldn't work from the catalog. So these are all the courses that we're expecting people to take. This computer science web design that is not in my wheelhouse, or not in my course, whatever program, or under my purview, I guess I should say. There we go. Some of these are 1 credit hour courses. Some of these are 3 credit hour courses, but we'll talk about that as we move forward. Sweet. So there we go. It's a solid, well-rounded sequence. Start with 1 course. Well, let's talk about the course sequence first. What would be a logical sequence for these courses? We'll see how much that maps to what actually exists right now. And again, all of this transcript, everything's going to get thrown in. So let's do this. We are going to remove the art. Well, okay. No more than 3 courses per semester. This is actually working out pretty well just as it is. I haven't seen any reason to make any changes over on the GPT side. So that's so wild. Why would we start with digital imaging before we get into intro to graphic design? Why digital imaging before intro to graphic design? It's kind of curious what its reasoning is. Not that it reasons, but you know what I mean. See, but intro to graphic design would be those tools. Let's say, and then photography is there. Digital imaging is there. What is digital imaging for us anyway? I think digital imaging is Photoshop. Okay. We're just going to leave what you have originally. All right, so now we will, let's go, let's work with DSGN 114. So what I'm expecting here would be like kind of a table, right? So the purpose, identify and apply. Ooh, then it gives me exactly where it maps to. Oh, let's go. Oh my goodness. I can use this, right? So this course serves as first exposure, core design principles, visual literacy, and equity. Include basics of presentation delivery, design and delivery. That's got to be part of this as well. I mean, early on, we got to start them right off the gate presenting. Okay, I like this. And yes, let's see the matrix. That's funny. Why are you putting your BRs in there? Oh, there we go, because it's coming in. Ooh, nice. So this is kind of cool. So how do I do this over here then? Let's go over here, and now let's add in a tab for DSGN. Oh, let's just copy from over here, right? Course purpose. We'll grab this part first. And we'll click up over here to rename the tab. Come over here and then grab course learning outcomes. I like those. We can put this right here like that. And then we'll come down here with our matrix, the alignment matrix. And we should be able to, with any luck, put that right here. Don't like how tables get copy pasted over, but that's okay. We will, must be outside of the table. Yes. Now we can do our lines around here. We'll go ahead and clear the formatting just for S's and G's. Oops, we forgot this PLO. We'll come in here and do, oops, not that. Do this. File, page setup. We'll make it landscape with a 0.5 on the left and right. And then we'll come in here and do something like this, y'all. Here we go. If we take this and make this all maybe like bold and 10, get rid of these silly BRs. Control F, find the BRs, and then replace with nothing. There we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We like this. I can dig it. As long as we get everything on one page, I think we'll be okay. Bum, 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 bum. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I like that. It's a nice visual then. Then we could actually see how everything is coming across, right? And then it simplified the language. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, so this is like ridiculously easy. Hey, what's up? How are you doing out there in the commenting? So at the programmatic level, we have these LOs, learning outcomes, that we created. And now we have our first class here, the PLOs here, and then our other course level outcomes here. That feels pretty good. And what we should see is a slight moving from left to right as the courses advance. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now we're going to go back to our GPT. I like this. Let's do 105. See what happens. So they will be getting this typically then before photography in the sequence, and that's okay. Image resolution, file support, color correction, composition principles, hierarchy, that would be good because that would be retouch photographs. Add an LO for using AI to generate and manipulate images. I mean, that's freaking here, guys. So let's come back up here. Design 105 course purpose. Rename this, and now let's see the matrix. Now, this is just the draft. We will be able to go in and, make some adjustments, but the biggest thing is getting stuff down on paper first. And you'll notice how this is slightly shifting now, even already, to more of the middle. So if we do file, page setup here, set this one to 0.5, 0.5, and then it's landscape. Oops. Oh, we gotta do the selection first. That's okay. Why are these BRs coming across? We don't like that. Control F. Find and replace all. Okay. Oh, we should actually do that. Replace with the Control Z. That's what's going on there. We want to replace that with a space, and then we'll get our spacing back in there. Cool, cool, cool. All right, now we can come in here and grab the selection. Page setup, landscape 0.5, 0.5. There's going to be a lot of this in here that needs to be stripped out because of just the blah, 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 blah nature of what I'm doing. But that's okay. For the book, this is not going to be as much rambling as I've been doing. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We like this. User-centered design has nothing. Okay, yeah, with that class. Photo retouching. Okay, UX, UI design, data visualization, not really. Portfolio. Yes. Collaboration and comms, evaluate images ethically. Yeah, we can do that. Entrepreneurship. Yeah, I can do that. Tools. Composition hierarchy. Design thinking. Yeah, because we're thinking, we're making decisions there. So I like that. We like that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so now, what's our good friend saying? We're going to skip art. Let's go to DSGN 107. This, remember, if we look back to our document, oh geez, where did it go? I think I did I kill it? Let's go back to our LinkedIn here. Yes, you should be following me on LinkedIn. Defining learning outcomes. This is the first piece of the puzzle here. So defining our learning outcomes, that's where we're at right now. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Vector-based illustration. This and all future courses should include an LO about AI. I mean, that's just the general kind of consensus right now, right? AI is woven into all of these tools. So this course, creating original illustrations for communication, vector graphics, brands, icons, infographics, beautiful. I love this. Sweet, sweet, sweet. A single design document like this where everything is located will be phenomenal. Create original vector-based illustrations, apply principles of concepts and areas meshes with clarity, demonstrate proficiency, shape building, path editing, layering, color workflows, develop a personal illustration style through interactive practice. I like that. Branding, there we go. And use AI assisted tools. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And then we'll come in here and let's see our matrix. And I'm going to ask if it can give me a generalized matrix here. That would be kind of cool. Interesting how they're identifying this over at in the entrepreneurship category, but it makes sense because of the branding stuff, right? I suppose I could just build like a template page and then done all that for this, but whatever. Da, 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 da. A lot of duplicate stuff here that, right? The computer should be saying to me right now, hey, you're doing a lot of the same things over and over. Would you like me to do this when I copy paste for you? Cool. Let's make that smaller. Because this is going to be ugly, but whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. What the freak happened here? Why is this all remove space after paragraph, remove space before paragraph? So we'll clean all this up eventually. And I'm just trying to do a dump here. So there's 6. Yeah, I like that, right? Cool. Can you show me a matrix of all the courses we've done so far and how they align to the program outcomes? Because this is what we're really talking about, right? We want to be able to see visually the alignment between our courses to the program, right? So why is there no user-centered design yet? And again, as a first year, these are all the first year classes, so there's really not going to be anything in here. User-centered design, I think we might actually get into a design. I'll definitely get into it in the second year. We're not even going to be thinking about our users in the first year. I mean, we are, but not in the way that it expects us to talk about user-centered design right now. Data visualizations, we're going to make sure that ends up being in the Illustrator class. Yeah, we're doing pretty well though so far. Okay, cool. What would be next in the sequence? Oh, wait.
It looks like you've asked me to find the next item in
107 digital illustration should have
Could you please share the sequence so I can help you?
user-centered design, because digital illustration, that would get into a vector graphic. So for 107, let me talk to the computer. I'm sick of typing. For design 107, the students will actually be developing a infographic. No, never mind. Nope, we're going to do that for another class. We'll do that for... we could... no. Okay, hold on. So for design 107, we do need to introduce user-centered design when students are designing an infographic. So add whatever you need to do for an LO for that class, please. So right now, 107 basically says apply design principles, demonstrate shape building. That's the tool. Yeah, we don't have anything. We need to get user-centered design into the second year. Oh, 1, 3, and 5. Let's go. So we'll take this. And put this. Come on, you can do it. Here. Weird. Here. Put that on its own page. And then we'll come in here. Insert. Nope, so I don't do that there. Insert row below. That's going to become 7. 6 will be apply user-centered design, and that's 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, 5. I like that. There we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So, and then adding these in like this, it is giving us then awesome. Okay, so now let's do 205. Organize text and images on a page, print or digital, using layout, typography, and grid systems. I love that. Editorial for publication, multi-page document, typography, grids, file prep for print and screen, beautiful. Accessibility and readability, beautiful. Communicate ideas through composition. Do we have a program learning outcome for accessibility? I mean, UDL is part of that, right? Integrate accessibility, usability, and ecstatic access. There we go. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Did give us our AI stuff in here, so we can go ahead and grab 205. Multi-page layouts, visual organization, prepare layouts, integrate imagery, critique and revise layouts. Yeah, dude, this is dope. People be like, Mark, I can't believe you're using AI for this. You know how many times I've built stuff like this already? I'm just now being able to be a subject matter expert at this phase of the game, state of the game, instead of being like in the weeds trying to come up with these things. So the first step here, if we look back, is defining our learning outcomes. That's what we're doing right now. And as long as we have our learning outcomes defined and aligned to the program outcomes, our course and program, then we can get into all of the everything. And this is going to make a phenomenal book, yo. Phenomenal book. I think you're going to buy the book. You should probably buy the book. If you want to pre-order the book, just send me $100 right now. I mean, $10 right now. Well, if you want to send me 100, I'll take 100. But you know what I'm saying. So no idea why that was. Came over aligned. Control F. Let's go do that again. And why I have to hit these buttons multiple times. Like, see, it should just be like, this is what's so weird. Like, AI should just be like making all of this stuff more simple. Like, it's the simplest thing would be noticing that I'm doing redundant tasks and then resolving that so I don't have to do redundant tasks. Like, that would be the logical use for AI right now, but it's just like AI just wants to go off and do its own little things. I want to make sure all of these asides also get put into the book. I think like the Vanderpool asides and some of the Vander rants, people love the Vander rants, so we should probably keep those in as much as we can. People love the Vander rants. So does it make sense that there's nothing regarding entrepreneurship in a page layout class? I mean, might be something in here for that, right? User-centered design, we are including user-centered design. That's good. Remove before, remove after. Huh. So it's talking about AI and entrepreneurship. Okay, nothing for data visualization in here. I mean, you do see data visualizations used in print layouts, but we're doing that infographic in the other space. Visual organization for engagement. I believe that would actually cover this as well. Integrate images and text, that would be part of data visualization, I would argue. So 2 and 4. 2 and 4, I'm going to argue, would get 5. I would also say that entrepreneurship would be defining multiple page layouts. Does that make sense? All right. Oh, so, and again, we'll go back and revise a lot of this stuff. This is just getting started, right? Day one, hour one of building an entire college program using AI, or AI helping, right? We're going to skip comm and we're going to skip art. And let's do design thinking. Let's do design thinking. DSGN 220. Now this is interesting because design thinking as it stands right now is a 1 credit hour class. That's going to have to evolve into a 3 credit hour class. We're going to have to do some tweaking here for some of these things for sure. Cornerstone course for the program. Yes, it's a cornerstone course for the course of the program. It needs to be 3 credit hours, right? Apply the design thinking process, conduct user research, suite, generate, evaluate, multiple, develop low and high fidelity prototypes, collaborate. Where do we have feedback cycles? Okay, there we go. Nope, this is good. Give me the matrix. Matrix, please. And then rename. Sweet. I don't know why AI loves emojis. It's kind of ridiculous. Hey, what's up, person out there watching? Oh, we're getting somewhere. I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now, in all honesty. I got a nice little visual here, and I'm being able to go through, and I'm basically designing this from scratch. I have my course list, and I already have LOs for everything, but I'm actually ignoring those. I'm not trying to revise existing LOs. I'm just treating this as a fresh build, as if I'm just coming in with just the classes themselves, which is probably a better way to do this. So no data visualization within the course. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Apply full design thinking. So is UX, UI, user experience. Yeah, I can believe that. Conduct user research, user-centered design. Yes. I mean, design thinking, how does design thinking not meet all of PLO1? That's kind of silly. But that's okay. I like it. I like it a lot. So now we're going to take another temperature check. Show me all course matrix to PLO. see what that looks like right now. We should be filling up. Thank you. What I would like is to have what we actually have documented first, and then come up with what changes we want to make, and make sure everyone's is on board with those changes before we actually make them. All right. So cumulative, let's look at here. So we're a little bit lacking in data visualization. So data visualization, okay. We'll have to see how we can weave in more data visualization. All right. But this will be good to have that whole complete thing. Okay. So now the next course would be design history. Okay, so now let's do DSGN 230. Design history, this one could get a little interesting here. Yes, the different periods. How is design history part of design thinking? Systems thinking, I can get it there. I do like that one. I'm not sure if I like these LOs. Analyze. So describe major historical movements. Yes. Analyze how social, political, and technological contexts have shaped. Yeah, I like that. Evaluate the visual language between historical design. Okay. Draw a connection between historical trends and contemporary practice. I like that. Communicate research findings to written. Yeah, I think this is okay. I think the PLO alignment has me a little weird here, but I'm okay. I mean, the PLO alignment is iffy on this one, but it's the design history course tends to be a bit of an outlier. So these will be looked at when the assessments get created, because that's obviously how these things are assessed with the assessments. How is there entrepreneurship in here? Okay, yeah, I can dig that. I can dig it. I don't mess around the town. Everybody knows that I like to clown. I hold it down. Now, what's the sound? I'm a rapper and a trapper, and I keep it in my keeper. Back in the day, I used to have a beeper, but I didn't sell drugs. I just gave hugs. My rap styles are tight, even with the bugs. All right, rap styles not that tight. My curriculum style is a little bit better. Curriculum design style is a little bit better than my rap style. I will admit it. All right. I love this visualization, yo. Why am I not? Oh, that's what's going on there. Hold on. That's where it gets wonka donk. So I guess design thinking. what is 6, portfolio and process? I mean, this will be, that class is heavy in its design portfolio. Yeah. Because there will be building pieces here. I think. This is the one I feel like needs the most work, in all honesty. Just because it's a little bit of an outlier, right? So now let's do, okay, sweet. Let's do DSGN 312. And I kind of like that history of design comes before packaging design, because then we can apply some of that historical stuff into packaging design, right? Design functional, visual, engaging packaging solutions that communicate brand identity and appeal. Define guidelines, mock-ups, and 3D visualizations. Apply structures of hierarchy. Critique package systems. Ethical considerations, accessibility. Sweet. Produce a packaging portfolio. Sweet. Yeah, I like this. I hope Amy likes this, or else I'm going to be in trouble. Dun, 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 dun. So what I will do now, after I kind of like get all of this down here and have the visuals, then I'm going to go through and I will, and this is why I don't necessarily hate that the formatting comes across a little wonky donk, because what I'll do is I will go in then and I will update the formatting as part of my review. I do this with a lot of the curriculum stuff that I work on now. So it actually helps me when it's just part of my process of going in and updating things. You know what I'm saying, Vern? Ooh, that's not good. See if we grab all these and stretch them out. All of them should come across, and then we should get everything on one page. Beautiful thing. So, oops, Control F, get that out of here. Guess we don't really need to do that if we do it this way now. Entrepreneurship for sure. Still a little weird. UI, UX, user experience design. So that should actually maybe even come down into here. Tools and tech. Yeah, we're gonna take UX UI and add it to 4. And 5. So 4 and 5 are going to get added to PLO 4 here. That's weird. Why does it go out of order? 624. Weird. No data visualization in this one either. Okay. We have 2 other classes. That motion graphics class just has to go away, though. Do DSGN 310. Brand identity, brand strategy, voice, internal external communication, consistency, stakeholder communication, real world audits and campaigns. There has to be some data visualization. And there's none. Would data visualization be in this? Yeah, that's going to be a number 4 here. Where can we add data viz? It's be interesting to see what it comes up with here for us. So what's it adding it to? Design brand? I think it's also in 4. So we'll just copy this over and we'll just add them manually. Add to LO 4 and 5 and give me matrix. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I like how it can work in the background when I'm working over here, right? It's like a nice little partner that I have, my AI partner. I'll have to tell Amy that I have to clean a lot of this up. Don't take it for it being perfect. Ooh, this course feels like it's covering the gamut. I like this one. Whoa. Add in text for the LOs in the matrix. I mean, I don't mind that I don't see it here, but since we've had it in all the other ones, we'll see it here. Oh my goodness. See, now it's giving me a different format. Why are you doing it this way? No, combine formats. I like the checkboxes. That's not how you spell checkboxes. If it can parse that, AI is a genius. Yes, here we go. I ain't gonna reply to those people yet. Oh geez, it's got the full text. Make course LOs more concise. See, and this is where AI gets a little wackadoodle. Like it just all of a sudden, it's just a slight variation here. It's trying to do like weirdness. I don't need that weirdness. Dun, 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 dun. So, I mean, what are we missing here from the alignment portion? I don't think anything. It'll be fun to turn copy this over into a spreadsheet so we can do some stuff like that with it, but especially when it comes to tracking the LOs. I don't even know what to do with that motion. I'm leaving the motion graphics class out of here. Do motion. I want to see what that actually looks like. Because it's just such a weird class to have in here. I know why people put in here. Typography, storyboard and visual narrative, sound and timing, animation tools. I don't know. I'd rather have like a full video class than this. It feels like that should be a full video class. That's going to be the plan, right? Because we got just that digital media production and is a 200 level. Yeah, that's what this is going to evolve into. So we're going to copy this in so we have it. And we're not going to get too hot and heavy about it. Bum, 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 bum. But it looks like I'm going to have an entire college program learning outcomes defined and course outcomes defined within about 2 hours. That'll be fun. And then we can do a little bit of an analysis. And maybe I'll bring in another tool to do some of that analysis. I don't know yet. We'll see. You know, like I said, I really just like ChatGPT because it's like if you can use Google for search, you can use anything for search. Okay, and then let's get rid of the BRs. And then let's see full matrix, all courses and program. And then the next thing really is just going to be the freaking what in the world is this? What is it doing? Oh, it's going a little bit more granular, which is fine. We'll see what this actually looks like. Pipe delimited. I don't know if it'll fix that afterwards. It might. Let's do 412. 412 is going to become a 3 credit hour class as well. Yeah. Right now, 412 and 410 are 1 credit hour classes. Those are going to become 3 credit hour classes because it solves a little bit of the problem. Create a portfolio that demonstrates conceptual strength, write a clear, compelling case study, design and present a cohesive personal brand identity, use peer mentor feedback, prepare for design interviews, use AI tools to support development. Yes. Eventually this like use AI tools just falls off because it becomes part of the just natural whatever. And maybe even like, I don't know, that it's really easy for me to change my LOs here. So like if your LOs are easy to change, obviously you're less in stone. You don't have to worry I mean, you can change those things later on, obviously. But if your LOs are not in stone or are in stone and harder to change, you might be less specific about AI and just say applied technology is part of this. you imagine like how long this would have taken me without freaking AI? Dude, like this is just what's so freaking insane. Like if you're not using AI right now, I don't know what you're doing other than not being efficient with your time. Like I'm redesigning the entire college program right now. Not redesigning, I mean basically building an entire college program right now with AI. In 2 hours, I have an entire program and courses mapped to the program LOs. This is probably all I'm going to do today. I might not get the whole book done this week. It'll at least have been an adventure. Data Viz is still not being very well represented here. So now do 498, but make sure we hit Data Viz LO. Process and scope a self-directed design project that addresses a real-world problem. Conduct research and stakeholder analysis to inform design decisions and measure impact. Apply advanced design methods to develop, prototype, and refine. Visualize data and insights clear and persuasive to support design intent and outcomes. Beautiful. Present the capstone. Yeah, let's go. Love it. Now, I'm taking a lot of what this is saying as Trufus Rufus. I'm going to argue that, that's because I've taught a lot of this and I know I'm going to go back and this is a first draft and blah, blah, blah. I still would not take anything that this stuff spits out as complete gospel, but it's pretty freaking close, man. Like if you were to build something like this, build courses from this right now, and again, design, there's a whole bunch of stuff out there. Like if you are in a discipline where there's a whole bunch of existing material that the AI is stealing from or using as reference, I think you're going to be okay. And I'm not going to fight the ethical. I will talk about the ethical considerations and everything else, but I'm not going to debate whether or not what I'm doing is right or wrong because it's business. It's business, folks. I didn't make the rules. I just got to teach students how to be successful in a world with these rules. Because at the end of the day, I am saving so much. I'm going to be able to spend so much more time focusing on like talking to the students and giving them feedback and helping them and being the mentor and building the relationship and building the content. And even on the assessment side, I'll show you how I'm doing some of that. Like just, if you're not, dude, I don't know what you're doing. All right, now 410. And again, this is another one here because we're going to skip the internship. No, we're going to do the internship because I have some changes to make to that. Pricing, contracts, project management, business models, marketing, self-promotion. Yes, 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 yes. This class is actually going pretty well that I'm doing right now as independent study. Can you believe it? We are an hour and 15 minutes in. We have one class left, and then we'll really just be able to lock in to our the analysis portion of what we're going to do here. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And then the last course, right? Yep, 419, 491. Oops. Professional development, apply design skills, demonstrate communication, reflect, document, use AI. Yes. Now, how is all of this going to come together in the chapter of a book? What's the name of this chapter, right? Course program and course learning outcome alignment. That's it. And now we're using AI to do this. Like, it's very, very simple. Now, maybe I'll go in and do some more work like I said, when we get into the assessment part. But now, like, we're freaking rocking and rolling. Holy smokes. Ba, 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 ba. See all these repetitive testers. I know there's AI that would do all this for me, but we're just not doing that today. File, page setup. But if you're watching this and have ideas on how I do this more faster, and like I said, I don't necessarily care too much about the formatting side, because I'm going to use that. Like, as I'm formatting and changing things here, I'm actually reading and looking at some things. There we go. And now full cumulative matrix. Yes. Let's be so excited to see what this looks like. No, stop. Combine. I don't need to see all of that, right? Combine into single matrix of course to PLO. See if it knows what that means. I don't like all, like, I just want to see those initial kind of check boxes we had, right? And always answer in chat instead. No, just show course to PLO map. Don't need all course LOs. There you go. You can read my mind. Oh my goodness. I think I love it. Oh, dude. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, folks? I'm so excited. I can't believe I didn't do this like 2 months ago. I wasn't ready though. I mean, I was, but it wasn't August. Now, here's what I would do moving forward. I would get feedback on these things from my peers. We would sit down and we would talk about these things. And that's hopefully what I can do from my... Dude, this is freaking beautiful, y'all. Program design document. So we're building a... We have to define what the program level is. We're going to define the target learner. We'll look at the career pathways. Then we'll want to define what the program emphasis is. Looking for 6 to 8 program learning outcomes that balance concepts, with technical proficiency, with applying it, and then being ready as a professional, right? At the end of the day, what do we want students to be able to do? We want them to be able to get jobs. From that, we draft our program learning outcomes. We came up with 8 of those. We added one based on, I think, collaboration or communication, whatever it was. And then we took those for each individual course. We had the tool spit out the course purpose, so we kind of knew exactly what, had an overview of what we were trying to do, produced course learning outcomes that we iterated on slightly, and then created this matrix for each of these courses. Then the matrix for each of these courses ended up coming back here to a broader matrix that now kind of shows us, holy smokes, we have a pretty freaking robust course here, a robust program that covers all of the LOs and does it, I'm going to argue, pretty freaking comprehensively. Now, I was a little bit worried when I first got started about, data visualization looked like a weak one, but it is logical here as we move forward. We saw that. We made sure it was going to be included in some of the other classes. And here we go. As we moved into those second level classes, data visualization is more a part of everything. So I do think that we have been successful here today. Try to get all this on one page just for S's and G's. And there you go. There is our course to program level outcome learning matrix. Looks like our program is very comprehensive, and all of our classes do work to meet our program learning outcomes. So that was part 1. Took us an hour and 22 minutes. Might do a little bit of, let's ask our friend Gemini here. Do I have Gemini? How do I not have Gemini here? Do we not have Gemini turned on at the school? Oh, I'll actually take this, export it out, and maybe next time we'll talk about how we would use Gemini, Claude, or Perplexity to, so I like this. I think so. How do summarize what we've done and the results. I'll put that on the page as well. So I think this worked as a pretty good tool. Now, some of those things that we put into the configuration here, begin with the end in mind, alignment, blueprint, and blocks, backward design, all these other things aren't necessarily here yet, but they will be when we move into the next piece of the puzzle. So this is freaking dope, yo. I like it a lot. So we'll just create that, and then if anybody wants to use it, go ahead and use it. GPT store. Sure. Let's do that. And then insert a new page, file, page setup, portrait 1111. And then I'm actually going to share this. Not that one. Oh, I got to do selection. There we go. We'll do this. File, page setup, portrait 11. Okay. There we go. There we go. I like it a lot. But I still don't know why ChatGPT loves its emojis. We got to work with it on its visual presentation here. Maybe we should take my class. What if you could send an AI through a college class to actually take it and give you feedback on it? That would be kind of cool. That would really be cool. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up, folks. I do appreciate anybody that sees this thing. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, you know what? Can we do this? No, I'll have to export it. I'll show you how I turn this into a chapter in the next video. We'll turn this into the chapter of a book in the next video. Sweet. Peace.